Well, today I'd like to talk to you about a very important subject. I have a lot of Christian friends that emailed me and asking me what is my opinion about this Ground Zero mosque. And to be quite honest with you, as a Muslim who believes in my religion and my faith, and the message of Islam, the message of peace and justice and freedom, that's what I think Islam is about. That's what I think Christianity and Judaism is about. All these religions, the core values of these religions is to establish obedience, love, and justice. And this is how I understand my religion, and this is how I want to live my religion and live my faith. And as an American Muslim, I am really disturbed about the idea of a mosque close to Ground Zero, but 3 or 4 blocks from Ground Zero. This is what I gathered. Even though this land was bought before 9/11 for the purpose of building a mosque or a community center and a mosque, but after 9/11 things really changed. 9/11 is basically the history that divided the period before and after 9/11. And as a Muslim, I am really disturbed to know that there is some leaders, some Muslim leaders, trying to build a mosque close to Ground Zero. And the reason is, it is a sensitivity issue. I mean, the last thing you want to do in that area is to build a mosque. Knowing 19 hijackers murdered about 3,000 people in the name of religion, which is my religion, my faith. Obviously, they do not represent my faith, they do not represent Islam, but it really pains me to know that we are trying to build a mosque in that area. In order to just make sense of this, I would suggest, since the land is already bought, and obviously it is our rights, it's the right of Muslims to build houses of worship in this great country, this great constitution that protects our rights. And there is no argument there. Nobody can argue with that. And all those people, all those bigoted people, basically, and racists, who's trying to prevent Muslims from building houses of worship wherever in America, are basically working against their own constitution. They're working against the founding fathers' ideas of coexisting, pluralism, and being one great community, one community. So that's a different subject altogether. But even though, if we have the right, which I think we do, that doesn't make it right. I think there is a great misjudgment on behalf of those Muslim leaders who are promoting this idea of building a mosque close to Ground Zero, knowing full well what happened in 9/11. Now, our faith, our religion, there's even a verse in the Quran that says, "Idfa billati hiya ahsan, alladhi baynaka wa baynahu adawa ka'annahu waliyyun hamim." God is telling us to do, if we have an animosity with somebody else, it is our duty to present and promote that is something that is better than what they present, in order for our friendship to flourish. And that's basically what the verse is saying. It's saying idfa, which is mean push forward with something that is even better than what they present. And what is that? What could it be better than a mosque? Obviously, there is something better than a mosque. If I am a Muslim and I'm looking after my generation and my kids' generation and my grandkids' generation, I want them to be proud of something that happened in that area in Ground Zero. Obviously, they have to denounce what happened in 9/11, but we want to give them something to be proud of, our generation and the next generations of American Muslims. And what that could be? Could it be something like maybe a free of charge college, university for people who don't have enough money to go to have a college education? Could it be a homeless shelter? Could it be a free clinic? Could it be Any charitable institution that is run by these leaders, these Muslim leaders, that providing a community service to that community after the disaster that happened, after the murder of 3,000 people, you would think at least you will have some common sense to build a charitable institution that would serve the needs of that community, Muslims and otherwise. A school for underprivileged children, maybe even a building that has 3 services, where there's on Friday a Muslim service, and on Saturday a Jewish service, and on Sunday a Christian service. And the rest of the days there will be workshop for understanding and cooperating with each other. I mean, what is wrong with that idea? I'm sure there is tons of ideas about how can we build bridges, how can we bridge the gap between these faiths, 3 faiths, marvelous faiths. Not a mosque. A mosque is not going to build any bridges. It's not going to have any sort of outreach. We need a charitable organization, a charitable institution that shows the other side of Islam, the side that promotes mercy and freedom and human rights. A mosque is not going to do this. A mosque is going to only serve Muslims. I am really disturbed that there is no common sense. I don't see a common sense. Common sense seems to be absent. To me, the way I see it, that Muslim leaders in this country and maybe in the West, they never miss an opportunity to miss an opportunity. And I say this again, they never miss an opportunity to miss an opportunity. This is an opportunity that is presented. There is a place that Muslims own around ground zero. It is an opportunity to show what Islam is about. I'm sure that the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, he would take that opportunity and he would not build a mosque. He would build something that shows the mercy and love and compassion and justice and cooperation and understanding and human rights of Muslims, of this faith. And that does not mean to build a mosque. For some reason, I just don't see how can open-minded, even my close friends that I consider open-minded Muslims, they are rooting for this idea of building a mosque, even though they say it's a community culture or and it has a name like Cordoba or Cordoba House or whatever. Still, we are in a fight to bring the true message of Islam to people. And by building a mosque, we're defeating the purpose. So basically what we need is something other than a mosque that serves that community after the horrible attacks, terrorist attacks of 9/11. We need some common sense. Common sense. And common sense trumps everything. I hope I am sending this message to my friends and other Muslims. I hope there's other Muslims there that they share this idea with me. And I'm sending this message to Imam Rauf, which by the way, I read his book, What's Right About Islam or What's Right About America. And I am surprised that I'm sure he has good intentions, but he has misjudgment. And I'm directing this YouTube video to him to reconsider the idea of building a cultural center or a mosque or even 2 things together, and build an institution, a charitable institution that benefits the underprivileged and the needy a lot better than just building a mosque. And I hope that you will understand that. Thank you.